And that's just amazing to see a woman like you in politics, and not just in politics, really, really passionate about other people. That's amazing. So, what makes you a champion?
My love for humanity.
Wow.
That's what does it. My love for humanity. That's the one thing that I want to ensure, that no matter what I accomplish in life, that I never stop connecting with the people, and that the people, whenever I'm in their presence, they feel loved. Even if I'm there for just 5 minutes, I need them to, for those 5 minutes to be the best 5 minutes of their day, when God has put me into their atmosphere, or their stratosphere, if you will. I just need to make sure that I'm always being used as a vessel to make a difference in our society. And so what does that look like? It looks like, when there's an issue in the prison system, having the ability to do the outreach with the commissioner and the bureau chief and anyone else, having the ability to reach out to council members, everyone on each of the different levels. But how you do that is you develop relationships. You take the time necessary to develop those relationships. And things don't happen overnight. But it's important to do those things for the betterment of the people that we're serving.
Wow, that's beautiful. It's just so nice to hear you say that. That's so, that's a word filled with passion for people. And I like that. And that's what government should be like. As a woman of color, I'm going to be a racist right now. No, not like that, But I'm just going to go straight into Black History Month. Woo-hoo!
Yes.
So we are in Black History Month, and we have a Black woman, a woman of color, a woman that knows some history about African Americans in Delaware, and the history about all the pains and sufferings of African Americans in Delaware and outside Delaware. So tell us about Black History Month. What does Black History mean to you?
Black history means to me that my ancestors sacrificed so much so that I could be in this position right here today. I am glad to be able to serve as a state representative for the 3rd District. In 150 General Assemblies, there has never been a person of color to serve in this seat.
Wow.
So I'm the first person in the history of the state to ever serve in the 3rd District. So what does Black history mean to me? It means that people went before me. My parents, my grandparents made sacrifices. They fought for civil rights. So much had to happen in order for me to be in this position. So I don't take it lightly, and I'm very, very proud to be a woman of color. I'm a proud Black woman.
I'm going to hold you on that. That's really, did you hear that? So you're the first Black woman to serve in the 3rd District in the state of Delaware. That is history right there. That's what I'm talking about. That is history being made. And we are so proud of you.
Thank you.
What is your vision for the 3rd District?
My vision for the 3rd District is economic empowerment. I'd like to see my constituents in a place where the struggle economically isn't what it used to be 10 years ago. That people have access to jobs, that people have access to quality education, that people have access to a clean environment, and that the criminal justice system is reformed under my watch.
Wow. Oh my goodness, that's deep. Now, talking about criminal justice system, I was listening when the governor was giving the state of the state, and some of the things that some of the people were talking about was the criminal justice system. Can you summarize some of the failures and some of the things that you think the governor, John Caney, or the government of Delaware can do to help all the people incarcerated and those that come out of jail, and to give them a better future?
I think it would be fair to say you don't put it all on one person. Yes, he is the governor, and we elected him to be such. But the fair thing would be, I am a state representative. We have state representatives. We have state senators. When we all work together and we don't point fingers at one another. But when we look at the issues, we know that we have a high recidivism rate in the state of Delaware. So we can't just say, oh, that's the governor's fault. We all need to look in the mirror and see what needs to be done. Do we need to be reaching out to unions or any other entity and getting people skilled and trained who are coming out of prison to ensure that they don't recidivate back into the system? So instead of pointing fingers, we all need to be putting our hands in the pot to ensure that we come up with solutions, viable solutions, to make a difference in our society. The easiest thing to do is to point a finger at someone. The hardest thing to do is to get in the fight and to actually win it. And I'm on the other side. I'd rather be in the fight and win the fight, and not a fist fight. This is spiritual warfare.
Woo.
So in order to win this, we must all work together. And that doesn't mean that everyone's always going to agree. We may at times need to agree to disagree, but we need to have the same goal. And that is ensuring that when people come home and they're returning citizens, that they have the resources that they need. Now, you will hear people say, well, I've worked hard all my life and I never went to jail. You need help too.
Wow.
I don't have an issue with helping those individuals as well. Let's make sure they have access to being skilled and trained, and they can have quality education, and then they can also get promotions on their jobs. So I believe in equity.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's beautiful. I know one of the as a person, one of the problems that I've heard the people that come out of jail complain about is getting a job. And, getting accepted at jobs and, getting a place to live. And those are one of the things that you just shared. So what are all the things that can be done to help these people?
Well, earlier tonight, I heard some of our constituents talk about housing. And the way that we can help returning citizens is ensure that there are grants in place so that they have housing. If you just come home from a facility, you don't have housing unless one of your relatives lets you live there.
Which is rare.
Yeah, you can't live any place for free.
Sure.
So who's going to let you live for free?
Wow.
So we need something in place to help people if we're sincere about people succeeding.
Wow, that's beautiful. Whew. Don't you love her? Don't you just love seeing women in power? You just remind me of Nancy Pelosi. I cannot help myself. I'm sorry. You remind me of her when I watch you guys up there. I am so proud.
Thank you.
As a woman of color. So, I know you're exhausted and you've been out all day. So I'm going to let you go. But before you go, I want you to tell not just the people of Delaware, tell the entire world. As a champion, one of the things I believe that champions do is raise other champions. What are you working on to raise other women of color to take over your position or to be as confident as you are, as to run for government positions and to fight to finish?
That's an excellent question, and I'm so glad you asked it, because so often people don't want to train up the next set of leaders. They're concerned about, what's going to happen, or what if they rise up and they supersede me? It's good. That's what you want. You want to have a generation that supersedes the next generation.
Absolutely.
And so what I'm doing right now is sowing seeds into other young ladies, but young men as well. I'm not exclusive just to young women, but I am partial because being a woman myself. I know, right? Yes, I would like to see more women. But they have to have the skills. And when I say the skills, what that means is that we, the women who are in these positions, that we continue to sow into them. So teaching other women and other young men how to get involved, how to become a part of the solution and not a part of the problem. So part of what I do is I look for other leaders. I study spirits and I see who's a willing worker.
Wow.
And when I see that willingness and that desire to want to make a difference in our community, it can't be about you. And if it's about your form, your fashion, your ego, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
But if you're a vessel willing and ready to be used by the master, then you can find success in this arena. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. The walk is a lot harder when you commit yourself to the kingdom.
Wow.
When you committed to kingdom advancement. But I look for leaders who are about God's business.
Look at that. Look at that. Listen, she's about to get me started here now. You know, we're not about to start a church, but listen, you must permit us if we start a church right now. It's amazing to have people in government talk about God. You know, I always tell you that no matter what you have become today, God gave you the chance to. And look at her in government as a representative talking about God. So that tells you a lot, that everything that you want, God has the ability to make it work. So finally, my lady, what would you like to say to anyone out there listening to you that just, you know, wants to win, that wants to do better in life, that wants to get their life right, that wants to get to where you are, or they're struggling, or they're trying to figure out what their next level is? What would you have to say to them?
Listen to that still, soft voice. Don't listen to all the voices. There will always be chatter around you. And part of that is gossip and whatever else have you. All the negativity. Learn to tune that out. That's what we call, I'm a filmmaker by trade, that's what we call noise.
That's right.
White noise. You don't want to listen to that. What you want to do is you want to hear that still, soft voice. And that still, soft voice may be the voice of your grandmother. It may be the voice of your mother. It may be an aunt or an uncle. Because you don't know who he's going to use to get to you. But when you hear the message and you continue to hear the message, he will give you the tools that you need in order to do the work that he's called you to do. So don't doubt yourself. Always believe that you can achieve, and you will rise to the top, because cream always rises to the top.
Whew. My goodness. Okay, I just would sit here all day. You know me. I love people like this. You know, we're just here to build champions. That's amazing word from you. And tonight, it's a wrap up for us right here. But remember, like I always tell you, everything that you want in life is in Jesus. It's in God. He has the power to make your life beautiful. As you continue to win, as you continue to press forth, you know, forgetting the things that are behind and reaching out forward and looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of your faith, the one that has the ability to make you a champion. So till I see you next time, stay in the arms of the Lord. That's where you belong, and that's where your safety lies. God bless you. Bye-bye.